Intro to exponents. Let me give you this. If I say 4 to the power of 2, well, this little 2 up here, that's the exponent. This 4, they call it a root or a base. So when I say 4 to the power of 2, with exponents, you're always talking about multiplication, but you have to be aware of what's being multiplied. Now, 4 to the power of 2 says, take a 4 and multiply it times itself twice. So 4 and then another 4. So 4 by 4 is 16. You wouldn't want to say 4 times 2 because that's not what's going on here. You're not taking 4 and multiplying 4 twice. No, you're making 4 and multiplying it times itself. 4 by 4. So what does 5 to the power of 3 mean? Well, again, it means take a 5 and multiply itself 3 times. So 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 5 is 125. That's how you work with exponents. For instance, if I show you 2 to the power of 3. Again, it does not mean 2 times 3. That is wrong. What it means is take a 2 and multiply it times itself 3 times. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So here we keep going. Look at this thing. It says 5 to the power of 1. Anytime you're taking a base or a root and raising it to the power of 1, that is always going to be itself. So 5 to the power of 1 is 5, whatever it is. So let me show you again. If I show you 10 to the power of 1, well, that's 10. 300 to the power of 1, well, that's 300. Look at this one. This one shows raising 5 to the power of 0. Anytime you raise something to the power of 0, it's always 1. So what it means is you have no 5s. And I know later on we can show you a demonstration of why it's 1, but we'll just save it for that. So anything to the power of 0 is always 1. 301 to the power of 0, 1. It doesn't change. Look at this one. Now this one is negative 2 to the power of 3. Now it's a negative 2. So what it means is you're going to multiply negative 2 times itself 3 times. Remember when we talked about multiplying integers and we said when you're multiplying more than 2 numbers, you need to be careful because the sign will change? Well, you're seeing it here. Watch. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. Did you see that? And then a positive 4 times a negative 2 is a negative 8. So you have to be careful when you do something like this. Let's show it again. Let me show you. Let's do negative 2 to the power of 4. Okay, so again, negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Well, be careful because as you multiply, the sign will change. So negative 2 times negative 2, positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2, negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2, positive 16. Did you see that? So you have to be aware of that. Be careful with stuff like that. Look at the next one. Now, this one, do you see in the exponent position, they actually have something like that? That's weird, right? It's just a math problem. That's all that is. So you're raising this. This says negative 2 raised to the power of 3 minus 1. Do the math. 3 minus 1 is 2. That's all it's really showing. So you can have a math problem in the exponent position. Now, will you see this on the GED test? Probably not. I just want to show it to you now so that it doesn't freak you out if you see it later in other examples. So, oh, this is wrong too. Check that out. So negative 2 to the power of 2 means, again, negative 2 times negative 2. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Now, this one right here is different. This is actually not -5, okay? Now, it's going to take people a while to figure out the difference between these two things. Now, they look the same to people who are not familiar with this symboling here. So give yourself a chance to get to know this, okay? Whenever I throw a number like this, and you see that, and you do not see parentheses, because if I show parentheses like that, then this would be called -6 to the power of 3. But if you do not have parentheses around that, okay, then what you're actually seeing is you're saying, what is the opposite of 6 to the power of 3? This says opposite of. So what it means to do is it says, well, take a -6, raise it to the power of 3, and then whatever answer you get, you're going to flip the sign. And you can see that right now, if you take a 6 and multiply it by a 6, you get a 36. And then a 6 times 6, that's actually, I'm not sure, is it a 64? I'm not sure. Here, let's put it in the calculator real quick. I think it's not 64, it's weird. Let's see, so 36 times 6. Like I said, there we go, 216, there you go, weird. Okay, so it would be positive 216. But guess what? This thing asked for the opposite of whatever I got. So if I get a positive 216 from 3 to the power 2, the opposite of that is negative 216. So again, it's going to take you a while to figure out how this is different from this. And it all depends on the parentheses. If the parentheses are around this and it has that symbol there, then that is a negative number. And they do it especially when you're raising numbers to exponents. If I'm not raising a number to an exponent, we normally just see this. Now, you would say -4, but again, this could be called the opposite of 4, and the opposite of 4 is -4. Again, it will take you a little while to get to understand this. Please take your time and ask questions.